Hey guys, welcome to F1 Podcast. It's been a little while since our last video. Max, you've been moving and it's your fault.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Yeah.
I haven't been around and I've been in Brisbane as well. Sorry about all that, but great to be back.
Mate, since our last podcast, we were saying today we did the tips for the last race. So much has happened. We're sitting here in front of you now with the camera filming, and Sebastian Vettel is world champion. He did it in Abu Dhabi, and Max, I guess the first question is, how do you feel about it? What did you think about the last race?
I thought he thoroughly deserved it. We're Weber fans, as you all know, being Australians, but you can't qualify fifth and win.
Yeah.
And Sebastian qualified first and won, and did an absolutely fantastic job, and I don't think anyone can take this World Championship away from him.
Yeah, he did the job in Abu Dhabi, and he won the race. And over the season, Max, when I had to look back on it, looking at 10 poles, looking at 5 race wins, the same, equal number of the same race wins as the most. Yeah. The guy really delivered, and like you said, mate, I wanted Weber to win the World Championship. And if I'm to be honest, in second place I wanted Alonso to win the championship, and they obviously had the best chances to win. But Sebastian, let's face it, did the job, and they're ecstatic in Germany, and that's great. He's a hero in Germany, and so he should be. He's the youngest world champion.
Absolutely. It was great to see him in Berlin this week in the RB6.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Doing a couple of donuts for the locals.
And he's been lapping it up, and so he should. He's world champion.
Damn right.
Mate. And he did the best job over the season. He did the best job in the last race, but he also did the best job. So you've got to congratulate the guy and say, you know what? He got the most points, he did the best job, so he won the World Championship.
Certainly did, and well done to him. Alright, let's move on.
Well mate, since the last Grand Prix we've had heaps of things going on. We've had the Pirelli testing, so obviously they're changing tyre manufacturers for our suppliers for next year. And
I was pleased to hear that most of the guys that went out there on the new Pirellis were pleasantly surprised. Sebastian Vettel was more than surprised.
Michael was happy.
Very pleased. Yeah, Michael was happy as well.
Bit more front end action going on, I think.
Yeah. Young Nick Heidfeld was happy with them when he was testing them. So it bodes well for Pirelli, and let's hope they can put out a cracker of a tyre for next season.
Yeah, mate. Definitely the Pirelli feedback has been excellent. Not one negative feedback. I haven't read anything about people saying that they didn't think that Pirelli was good, and also that Pirelli themselves are saying that they're going to take the tyre forward a lot more next year. So it's great, mate.
Excellent.
So more action at Abu Dhabi, mate. We had the Pirelli, and we also had the young driver testing program. And
we certainly did.
I think we should see more of this, mate. I think there should be one of these mid-season, maybe a couple of years, where you get the young drivers a chance to step into Formula One. And, it's great that you get to hang around after the World Championship's over, do some testing, and also get these young Turks in, Max, to have a go. Yeah,
I think it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, they did it last year. I mean, they do it most years, of course, anyway. But it was great from an Australian perspective that Daniel Ricciardo, not only last year...
Didn't he do well?
Not only last year, but the recent test that finished a couple of weeks ago, I thought was fantastic. And yes, we know the track was rubbered in and all that sort of thing. But... The kid's part of the Red Bull Young Driver program, and he's doing well in the lower formula. He came second in the Renault 3.5 World Series.
Yeah.
Only in the last race, so it's boding well for him, Pep, and he's going to be driving for someone next year.
Mate, he's got the third driver for Toro Rosso, which is awesome news. And you're right, he just delivered again. 12 months ago he delivered, and he's done it again. And, as you said, mate, the track was rubbered, and also he was driving a very, very quick Formula One car.
Certainly was.
And also there was some awesome competition out there. Some of the other guys that were running around, fantastic drivers, and they would have been running different fuel loads and stuff, so he did really well. Yeah. And mate, I really hope Daniel gets a seat for obviously probably not next season, but 2012.
I guess it depends on how Buemi does next season, mate. Because
maybe there could be a mid-season shift.
Yeah, he's a guy that's under the spotlight at the moment at Toro Rosso, and it's not out of the realms of possibility that Helmut Marko won't have a little word with someone and say put Ricciardo in for this race moving forward. So I guess as I said, the blowtorch, the spotlight is really on Sebastian Buemi.
It is, mate, and as we know, in old school Formula One, when you signed up for the season, let's say 20 years ago, you had the season. But these days they're switch drivers all the time, so you could see a mid-season switch next year with Toro Rosso or anyone else.
Yeah.
And guys, when we were talking about this video, there's lots of other driver movements going on, or possible driver movements.
Gutted about Nico Hülkenberg, Pep, I've got to say.
Yeah, Hülkenberg's still got to find a seat, and Tonio Liuzzi's looking tenuous. Max again.
Yeah, another year, same story.
Yeah. And obviously Rubens has signed on with Williams, and Sutil has signed on with Force India, but we've still got Hispania, and there's still a couple other seats, mate. So.
Yeah, it's going to be, once again, it's going to be another interesting off season. I think that's probably the understatement of the year. It's going to be challenging for some of these young guys to put their names out there, but once again, it's something we can look forward to with great interest. One other thing we have to say is that Pep and I, for those of you in Sydney, are looking at attending the slot shop this Saturday. I don't know what date that is. In fact, I have no idea. Maybe the 4th of December.
I'm not even going to try and guess.
4th of December, I think it is, this Saturday. We're going to try and make our way down to this slot shop in Sydney. And
Sydney people, come and race us at slot.
Come and race us and then come and buy us a beer after it. We'll put a note on our channel anyway, guys, and we hope to see as many of you there as possible.
Alright guys, we'll see you soon for the next video.
Bye.
Bye.